Ready.
Up next, Arizona plays host to Carolina, a team that's beaten them in 5 straight games. The Cardinals look to snap that losing streak to the Panthers, and it's coming your way on EA Sports.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is. Don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my right, Charles Davis. Happy to be with you. And CD, we've got a couple of very potent offenses about to take the field below us in this one.
Both potent, but they certainly go about things in different ways, don't they, partner? On one side, you've got the #1 rushing offense in the league. They want to run, and wear you down and own the time of possession. But then on the other side, you got an offense who thinks pass first, second, and third, and they're up near the top of the league in passing yards, and they like to strike quickly. We'll see which style of offense prevails in this one.
Entering play, kickoff wheel.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They're led out by the NFL's MVP from 2019, now in his 4th season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now,
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
the ground and turns it loose. Good things happen downfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 plan. There are 7 categories. Defense short, passes select, defense short, cover 1 Robert press.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So
Entering play call, defense short pass. You have 32 options. Cover 2 hard flag is selected.
20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Jackson. This one swung out to Williams. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
R2 button.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. Leading him out, the rookie from Ohio State at 22 years of age, it's Justin Fields.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type
Entering play call.
Maybe that's even selling him a little
AHP stretch.
He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point.
Plan. There are player. There are formation. Concepts. Play action. Do. Red.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Triangle button.
He'll get
Cross button.
to Stevenson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30.
Entering play call. Do. There are 2.
Here. Get the ball.
Concept. Screen pass. Run.
3
Option. Run.
Nice job.
Inside zones kick.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Cross button.
First time with Javonte Williams. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made here at the 36. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line.
Entering play call. Inside zone kick jet.
They're obviously in
Concept.
sync with
Option.
each other, whether it's zone blocking, power,
Play type. There are 9 cat. RPO. Special. Pass. Run. Inside handoff. AHP inside zone.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Cross button.
On the ground, this is
Cross button.
and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd.
Entering play call. Inside. Play type. There are 9. Concept. There are 9. Formation. There are player. There's Kyle Pitts. Justin Jefferson. Expers cross.
Assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Expers cross.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Triangle button. Cross button. Square button.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
Entering play call. Expers cross. Player. There are 9. Formation. There are 9 categories. There are 9 subcategories. Option is set to use those 12 plays. You have 9 options. Same quarterback is selected.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Entering play call. Experts. Player. There. Formation. Special teams. Concept. Screen pass. Play action. Do. Sprint HP flat. HP wheel.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Square button. Square button.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be out.
Entering play call. There are 2 categories.
Start for the rookie here on this
Concept. Screen pass. Run. Option. Run. AHP inside zone.
Deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now a first down.
R2 button.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 7.
Entering play call, inside, concept, formation, there are 9, clear, there are 9 categories, Kyle Pitts, Javonte Williams, Jalen Waddle, Jalen, Poggy out.
Shut it down for 2 yards. That's when you start to keep yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Square button.
Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Preston Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped.
Entering play call. Close passeo. Player. There are formation. There are concept. Screen. Play action. Pat. Do. Red.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Cross button.
Now it's Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Amon-Ra St. Brown. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Really dread them depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And he'll manage.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Have been able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the 24, Jackson. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Better if those guys win in the routes instead of their number 1 guy.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Jackson from the shotgun. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that one spanning.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Suck up on for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Now it's Ryan Succop after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line.
Cross cutting.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in
entering play call, drag under, AHP zone WK.
January.
And are you one
drag
of those
under
holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
Biggest goal of all. Try to get the number 1 seed.
Triangle button.
This is caught inside the 50.
Cross button.
Touchdown. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking,
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Pad attempt is selected.
Well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. With the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Damon Harrison, the one on the...
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there for Arizona.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Jackson. And completes it again to Metcalf. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation...
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
From the 24, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
A few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. And Jackson throwing once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They run. It's Williams. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Damian Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here. The closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Extra point try now for Succop. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And in the end, it was all capped off by the Damian Williams touchdown run.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line.
R2 button.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
Entering play call, coach suggests recent plays. AHP and drag under.
One gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a first down throw.
Triangle button. R2 button.
Stevenson. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here.
Entering play call. Hockey out. AHP inside zone.
Run some plays, run some clock.
AHP dive.
Get a chance to catch
AHP inside zone.
down and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now a handoff. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1 year.
Entering play call. Crease. Sprint HB flat.
They didn't get a whole lot
Coach suggestions. Verticals. Trail.
Defense honest.
Post HB corner. Double cross. Hit HB wheel.
Hit a lot that way too.
Curl flat. Gun plan. Player. There are. Formation. Concept. Keep. Media. Quick. Option. Run. Screen. Play action. Do. Sprint H. Red.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Cross button.
It's now to throw.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
Entering play call. Do. Cons. Formation. There. Player. There. Gun plan. There. Coach suggestions. Gun plan. There are 9 categories. Run outside is selected. Coach suggest. Quick slant. AHB stretch. Cross button.
They'll run on first down. Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Preston Smith there on the stop.
The running lanes of definitely...
Entering play call. Flanker spot. Inside zone split.
His offensive line hasn't given him much.
Recent plays. Favorites. Error. Recent play. Pass print H. AHD strip. Pod keep out. Pass print H. AHD strip. AHD inside. Pass print HB. AHD inside. Pass drag gun. AHD inside. Drag under.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
Is incomplete.
Entering play call. Recent plays. There are coach suggestions. On plan. There are 9 categories. Run. Player. There are formation. Concept. Keep. Medium pass. Quick pass. Option. Run. Screen pass. Play action. Do. Pop left.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Circle button.
Fends him off. And he'll just toss it away.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
From a defensive perspective, they gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 3 options. Return left is selected.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Oh, the return is...
Button.
Come on now, let's go.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Entering play call. Coach D-spot.
Tried expression.
Counter Y.
Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They begin
Cross cutting.
Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 9. Gun plan, there are player, there are 9. Formation, there are 9. Concept, screen, run, option, quick pass, medium pass. Mesh, there are mesh spot.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Cross button.
And that'll set him back 5.
Entering play call, mesh spot. R1 button. Triangle button. R1 button.
That'll be complete to
R2 button.
and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Entering play call, mesh. There are 14 categories. You have 9 options. Mesh is selected. Mesh.
Because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you
Concept.
just put the ball on him.
Play type. There are 9. Personnel. There are 9. Play type. RPO. Special. Pass. Run. AHB inside zone. AHB zone WK.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Cross button.
They'll try and run for it. Here's
R2 button.
and he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taking over him, but many thought...
Entering play call, inside handoff, there are 7 play type, there are 9 concept, deep pass, play action, screen, run, option, quick pass, medium pass, mesh, there are mesh spot. Cross button, R1 button, cross button.
He's airing it out for Williams.
Triangle button.
He's caught on the right sideline.
Entering play call, mesh. There are 14 categories. You have 9 options. Mesh is selected.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good.
Concept. There are 9. Play type. There are 9 RPO. Special. Pass. Run. Inside. AHB inside zone. AHB zone WK.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll hand it off.
R1 button.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Entering play call, inside handoff. There are 7 categories. You have 63 options. HB zone WK is selected. Play type. There are personnel. There are 9. Play path special RPO. Personnel. Favorites. Recent. Coach sig. Gun plan. Player. Formation. Concept. Quick. Option. Run.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Entering play call. Play call. Play type. Concept. There. Formation. Concept. Quick path. Run. Play. Keep path. Play action path. Do. Pass print. Pass print HB flat. Pass print HB flat. Pa HB real.
Play action. It's Fields.
Triangle button.
Gonna let this go for the end zone.
Flare button.
That's going to be knocked away. And
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
here's Jamie Gillen down as he's on to punt for Carolina. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Jackson. Caught left side, Williams.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He's got Smith here. Only 3 yards on the catch.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
From the gun, it's Jackson. To Boyle here over the middle. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. 5 yards.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To throw again is Jackson. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Open and catch the ball.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson now. Quick slant here to Smith. And he's got this down to the 35. And now with that that completion. He's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be active.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
League, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 50.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
A little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. The throw taken in by Cole. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
One of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Off the option, here's Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
But now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've...
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
There to put 3 points on the board.
Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal.
R2 button.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing, and I think as the captain of the offense, you probably...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HB slam is selected.
So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown.
R1 button.
Exceptions for
Cross button.
at this point.
Cross button.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away.
Entering play. Mesh spot. QB draw. Mesh spot.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Triangle button. Square button.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Entering play. 4 verticals. Sail. 4 verticals.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
R1 button. R1 button. R1 button.
Got this complete to
R2 button.
Pitts. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HB stretch is selected.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
R1 button. R1 button. R1 button.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not
Entering play call, coach on plan, player, error, formation, concept, medium, off, run, play action, do, red, sprint HB flat, pa HB real.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One play action. Fields.
Triangle button. R2 button.
Jefferson, and this one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done.
Entering play, sprint HB flat, red, Pagud left. Sprint HB flat, sprint HB flat, pa HB real.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Cross button.
Play action. Fields.
Square button. R2 button.
Back into the hands of Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
Entering, Padu, Padu, Posprint HD flat, red. Padu left, Posprint HD flat, HD wheel.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Square button. Cross button.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab.
Entering play call. There are 2 concept. Screen pass. Run.
I do have to admit,
Inside zones click.
together when the
AHD zone WK.
football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet. Doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber
Cross button.
flying up. Great catch.
R2 button.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's
Entering play call. Inside. Concept. Screen. Play action cat. View.
at most, but officially
Posprint HD flat.
with a 3rd and 2.
HD wheel.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Square button. R2 button.
Finding Jefferson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Entering play call. Concept. There. Play type. There are. Concept. Formation. Strong. I-form. I-form. Flow. Padu flow. Mesh. Drag wheel. AHD sweep. A post shot. AHD leg dive. Cross button.
Williams.
R2 button.
We'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Add again to selected.
From tying up this football game.
On plan. There. Player. There are. Formation. There are 9. Concept. Keep path. Media. Quick. Run. Screen. Play action. Do. Posprint HD. Do. Posprint HD flat. Posprint HD flat. HD wheel.
Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here.
Cross button.
Try and throw for it.
Square button. R2 button.
And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The option to give to Williams here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Now it's Jackson. And finding Keelan Cole. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And the next-gen stats.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Jackson. That is incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
He dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Now Jackson. And this is going to be caught. No, they say.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Down with the catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Succop's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
His confidence should be sky high.
Onside recover. Onside recover.
Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
Entering play call, play call, formation, concept, keep, media, up, run, screen, play action,
fix things there.
HD reel.
They'll fake the handoff. Now
Square
Fields.
button. Square button.
This one brought
Button button.
in. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like...
Entering play call, do, concept, screen pass, play action, do, pass sprint HB flat, how wide drag read, pocket comeback, how HB wheel.
Better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Circle button.
Play action. It's Fields.
Triangle button. R2 button.
Lead to his running back.
Cross button.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Entering play call, do, concept, screen pass, formation, player, there are 9, formation, strong, I-form, flow, pocket flow, mesh, drag wheel, AHD sweep, flanker drive, AHD led dive.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Williams.
Cross button.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Entering play call, AHD stretch.
They stick to the ground.
Cross button.
Down. It's Williams. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Entering play, formation, concept, keep, meet, option, run, screen, play action, do, pass sprint HB flat, HB wheel.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Now it's Fields.
Cross button. R2 button.
As it pits the tight end.
That one good.
Entering play call, Padu, sprint HB flat, Red, Padu left, sprint HB flat, HB wheel.
See the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Square button, triangle button. Triangle button.
It's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. 1:58 left.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Field goal 51 yards. Select punt plan. Player. There are formation. Concept. Keep pass. Media. Quick. Run. Play action. Do. Red.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
They snap it to Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all?
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
By them, the defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Jackson on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Second down at 7.
Now Jackson apparently a little unsure of things, so he'll call a timeout as they'll stop it with just...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Second and 7.
Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
Suck up for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown.
Entering play call, special teams, who have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Rodgers on the return.
R2 button.
And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing.
Entering play call, concept, play type, there, personnel, there, favorites, there are recent play, coach suggestion, on plan, coach, AHD slips, dash spot, on plan, there, player, there are, formation, concept, keep pass, meeting, talk, run, screen, play action, do, sprint 8, red.
See if he has that confidence.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Square button.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here, getting 3 points at the end.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Extra point try now for Succop. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them, and plus territory, excellent field.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
It's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And here's Rodgers to return.
R2 button.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating?
Entering play, Padu.
Well,
HD reel.
The way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take
HD reel.
and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say, I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Trying to shake off the interception from the left. Look to throw. He's getting catching tight end. That's Pitts. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Entering play, Padu. Sprint HD flat.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where you see the final score there. Tom Brady leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's get over to the Rockies and check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Laviska Shenault, a touchdown reception. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Jared Goff
leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these 2 teams really threw the ball at will.
Entering Gunflint, run out, throw it medium, throw it G, throw it medium.
They'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime, but
defend out, defend short, defend medium, defend deep pass.
Second half, let's go back out to Brandon.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
On my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect.
Entering play clock.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Fields on first down.
Square button. Square button.
To the right side to Jefferson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, Fields.
Square button. Cross button.
Fires one incomplete.
Entering play call.
These are the
HB wheel.
He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it.
HB wheel.
Those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On play action, Fields.
Square button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button. R2 button.
To Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's
entering play
the entire team.
Concept. There are not formation. There strong. I form. Flow. Padu flow. Mesh. Drag wheel. AHB sweep. A post shot. Mesh. Drag wheel. Inside zone.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Cross button.
Now Williams.
R1 button.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Entering play call. Formation. There. Strong. Weak. Concept. Screen pass. Play action. Padu.
Left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Off play action, Fields.
Triangle button. Circle button.
He's going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to
entering play call. Padu.
That's good for
sprint HB flat. Padu. Sprint HB flat. Sprint HB flat. HB wheel.
What you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Cross button.
Throw is Fields.
Cross button. Circle button.
To Pitts again. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before.
Entering play call, coach, gun plan, player, there are not, formation, concept, keep pass, media, quick, off, run, screen, play action, pat, do, pass print, pop, do, pass print HD, pass print HD, wide drag wheel, do contact, wide drag wheel.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Cross-cutting.
So that'll back him up 5.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 18 options. Field goal 53 yards. Gun plan, player, there are formation, concept, keep, media, off, run, screen, play action, do, pass print, do, pass print HD flat, pa HD wheel.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Square button. R2 button.
And finding Jefferson.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And that's a big pickup on the first down. And you know that
Entering play call.
sides of the ball, offense and defense, every
HD wheel.
And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Triangle button.
Got this complete to the
Cross button.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Entering play call. R2 concept. Screen pass. Run.
Freezing.
Inside zones.
The tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll run it.
R2 button.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is. Mack apparently shaken up there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Entering play call. Concept. Play type. There are concept. Screen. Play action. Do. Pass print HD flat. Pa HD wheel.
2nd and 8 coming up. Fields now to throw.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Entering play call. Pass print HD flat. Pa red. left. Pass print HD flat. Pa HD wheel.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Fields.
Square button. Cross button.
End zone, but it's incomplete.
Entering play. Second.
Before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you.
On plan. There are 9. Player. There are 9. Formation. Concept. Keep cat. Media. Off. Run. Screen. Play action. Do.
Right now.
Red.
Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Back to throw. Fields.
Triangle button. Cross button.
Panther touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass. And
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
To get the football again.
you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, he tries to get it, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Carolina offense about
entering play call, coach suggestion, on plan, their player, their formation, concept, medium, quick touch, run, screen, play action, red.
Now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Fields.
Triangle button.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Preston Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Oh, that's a tough one for a quarterback because on a bootleg, you turn your back to the defense naturally and you lose sight of the defenders for just a split second. And then surprise, in this case, someone's right in his grill.
Entering play, Padu. Posprint HB flat, red. Posprint HB, posprint H, ta HB wheel.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Cross-cutting.
Another try after the first down.
Square-cutting.
Fields.
Cross-cutting.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Entering play call,
This one and there's
HB flat.
Footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume
left.
in this game,
Posprint HB flat.
busy as well.
Left.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Cross-cutting.
Here's Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
And this one
cross-cutting.
Hands of Jefferson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Entering play call, Padu. Concept, there are formation, there are I form. Slot, Padu come, AHD stretch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Cross-cutting.
A give to Williams.
Triangle button.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's
entering play call. Formation. There. Concept. Keep back. Media. Out. Run. Screen. Play action. Pass.
I wonder how much
Do.
time is left.
Sprint HB.
We certainly
Sprint HB flat. Sprint HB flat.
in the NFL.
HB wheel.
Meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Play action. It's Fields.
Triangle button. Square button.
That is caught at the 7.
And the Panthers are going to be set up.
Entering play call. Undo.
At the 6-yard.
Concept. Screen pass. Run.
This drive that
Inside zone split.
they've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
They'll try and
RT button.
Williams. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the
Entering play call. Inside zones. Concept. Auction is set to play tight. Coach suggestions.
Today,
94 will.
what was denied was he tried to get this.
Plan. There are formation. Concept. Screen. Play. Keep pass. Play action. Do. Sprint. HB wheel.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Triangle button. Cross button.
He's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Justin Jefferson.
His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. 0-1 trap is selected.
He's really
On
good.
plan. There. Player. There are formation. Concept. Keep pass. Media. Quick. Up. Run. Play action. Do. Red. Sprint HB. HB wheel.
Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here.
Cross button.
Try and throw for it.
Triangle button.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Williams.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Play drive where you throw an interception. A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Off the option, here's Williams.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 30.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
To 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Jackson looking to throw on third. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Waddle now to return. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction.
Entering play call, there are 2 categories. You have 11 options. Probably left is selected.
Here, and I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
On 1st and 10, here's
Triangle button.
This one's
Cross button.
Williams. And he gets this up across the 35.
Entering play call, there are 2. Sprint HB flat.
His decision
red.
has been really good.
Sprint HB flat. Sprint HB flat. HB real.
The patience, because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Now a 1st down throw.
Triangle button.
Finding some room at midfield.
R2 button.
And down to the 19-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion. And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with
Entering play, Padu. Sprint HB flat, Padu. Sprint HB flat, HB real.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Cross button.
Now it's Fields.
Square button. R2 button.
Just inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Let's go. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Entering play call, Padu. Sprint H, concept, screen cap, run, option, run. Inside zone split. AHB zone WK.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now busy this afternoon. It's Williams. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game. And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. 0-1 trap is select. Threatened spacing. 0-1 trap.
Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here.
R1 button. Triangle button. R1 button.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the...
Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Williams now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The football going back over to Arizona now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
There's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
But they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Jackson. And that's knocked away and in.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The week from last week's game, he is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
R2 button.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd.
Entering play call, inside zone. There are inside zone split.
His offensive line.
Close zone STRG. AHD zone WK.
That means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Entering play call, coach suggests flood switch. AHD stretch alerts milk. AHD zone WK.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Triangle button. R1 button. R1 button. R1 button.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They were forced to punt last time out.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
On first down, it's Williams. Micah Parsons, the rookie, in on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams. 5 yards is the tally on...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
But you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Man like that make a catch. All I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
On third down, here's Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And, yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. Cliff Kingsbury, part of that new breed of head coaches. And his guys are going to go for it. Here we go with Williams. And he will have the first down inside the 10.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
A little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
In a couple. is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Point game as we begin the fourth. They'll come out in the pistol.
On second and goal, here's the option.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
From the gun, Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop. This for a fourth quarter lead. And Succop will put this one right through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Right, they're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Taken at the goal line.
R2 button.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth.
Entering play call, blue spot.
Well could determine
AHB power out. Wheel spot. Inside zone. Panther spot. On plan, there are player, there are 9. Formation, I form, single back, 2 split, bench, stick, corner, AHB stretch. Cross button.
Ground, it's Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates.
Entering play call, do formation, concept, screen, play action, do, pass print, HB, pass print HB, pa HB reel.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
On play action, Fields.
Triangle button.
He's got his
button.
tight end, that's Pitts. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Entering play, Padu, pass print tape, Pared. Pass print HB flat. Pass print HB flat. Pa HB wheel.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Cross button.
Play action, Fields.
Triangle button. R2 button.
Side and complete.
R2 button.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Let's go.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep us cool.
Entering play call, Padu, pass print, Pared, pass print HB, pa HB wheel.
Play fake, now Fields to throw.
Cross button. Circle button.
Hands of Pitts, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with
Entering play. Padu. Sprint HB flat. Pared.
8 yards to go on second down.
Cross button.
Throwing again.
Triangle button.
He'll get
Cross button.
to Stevenson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception.
Entering play call. Padu. Sprint HB flat. Pared. Sprint HB flat. HB wheel.
Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Cross button.
Fields off the bootleg.
Cross button. Circle button.
Quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Entering play. Padu. Cross button.
First down, Fields.
Square button. Triangle button.
He'll take a shot for the end zone.
Cross button.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Javonte Williams, 42 yards. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead.
Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield and
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
On that throw, because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
Yeah, that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down?
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 5. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. He'll be brought down.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson connects with Cole again.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the option to give to Williams here. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5 now. Jackson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Oh, no.
Well,
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle there to Daniil.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Now it's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Williams. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Second and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Out to Cole on the right side.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
First down, because when you run a drag route against zone,
Dogs, I'll go.
sometimes asking for
Recent plays. There are coach suggestion. Big blitz.
First down.
Nicole LB blitz.
To perfection.
So from
Outside
the
third.
now, here's a 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
They give it to Williams, running right. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Second and 6.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he can...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson. Touchdown, Cardinals. Nick Boyle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team...
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Now it's Ryan Succopon after the touchdown to kick it away. Rodgers on the return.
R2 button.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Panthers now set to take over offensively.
After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of
Entering play call, sudden spacing.
last time too.
On plan, there are player, error, formation, concept, keep, media, run, play action, pass, do, there, sprint HD flat, HD reel.
Move and get loose again and see if they can get it downfield.
Play action. It's Fields.
Square button. Triangle button.
Heavy rush and down he goes. Kevin Pierre-Louis charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at...
Entering play call, Tabu.
Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands?
Sprint HD flat, red. Sprint HD flat, HD reel.
Starts with the O-line.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
They'll fake the handoff now.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
It's complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Entering
230, 240 range.
Sprint HB flat, red.
Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Cross button.
Third and long. They'll
Triangle button. Triangle button.
That'll be complete to Stevenson.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Combo selected.
Play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And down he goes at the 49.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Responsibilities. We're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
What you talking about, left?
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And that's where the penalty occurred.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Jackson now. Room to run past midfield. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the
entering play punt trail AHP dive.
Take a 4th quarter lead.
Gun plan. Their player. Their formation. Concept. Keep. Media. Quick. Up. Run. Screen. Play action. Do. Car. Pass. Print HD flat. Pa HD wheel.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Cross button. Square button.
There's that man.
Cross button.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced them.
Entering play call. Padu.
Offense has to do
Sprint HB flat.
They certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Cross button.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Cross button. Square button.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do.
Entering play. Padu. Sprint HB flat.
Such a connection.
Red.
It doesn't matter how many guys.
Sprint HB flat.
To be in that groove right now. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Fields.
Square button. Square button.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Entering play call. Padu.
Has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Fields now to throw.
Square button. Square button.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he is out of
entering play call. Barrier 2 category. Padu.
The drive they're working
Sprint HB flat. Red. Padu left. Sprint HB flat. HB wheel.
Down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
One play action. Fields.
Square button. Cross button.
He's got his pass catching tight end. That's Pitts.
Entering play call. Padu. Sprint HB Red.
Just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys can make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football.
Entering play clock. Padu. Sprint HB flat. Red. Sprint HB flat. Sprint HB flat. HB wheel.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Off play action. Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
There's Jefferson to pull that in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
But they got the yardage.
Entering play call. Sprint HB flat. Red. Sprint HB. Sprint HB. HB wheel.
Back to throw.
Triangle button. Square button.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's what they need right now. Get the first.
Entering play call. Padu. Sprint HB. Play call. Play call. Concept. Formation. Error. Scrum. Weak. Pistol. Gun. Goal line. Hail Mary. Special. Single. I form. Flow. Padu flow. Mesh. Drag wheel. AHB sweep. Flanker drop. AHB leg dive.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Cross button.
Now carry number 20 of the game.
R2 button.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Javonte Williams. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th.
So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead, and I'll just tell people what happened.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Little pepper goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Cardinals 45.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Come on now, let's go.
So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by 4, just over a minute 40 to play. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Throwing, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he gets this up just...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson to throw. To Boyle here over the middle. And he is
entering play call, normal. There are 4 categories. You have 27 options. Cover 3 sky is selected.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken.
Entering play call, normal. There are 4 categories. You have 27 options. Cover 3 sky is selected.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Boyle here.
Entering play call, normal. There are 4 categories. You have 27 options. Cover 3 sky is selected.
Incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taking.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Jackson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Be the winners. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with what most likely will be the game-winning touchdown.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And here's Rodgers to return.
The
return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7. Cover 1 hole.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Cover 3 sky. Cog 4 drop contain.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now.
Post-game report player stats.
Back home next week for a date with Washington.
Finish game.